EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Looking to throw right away is Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion goes the tight end. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd down and goal. Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of its hands quicker.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Watson. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Takitaki coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Tua on 4th down, and it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Watson. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The end result, 21 yards. Now Chubb running right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 34. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to pass. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. This complete to David Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
To the air yet again, Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Watson. Going deep here for Bryant. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, his arm strength, never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ready. Black 40.
Check in. Check.
Tua, a final shot before half. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And the half will begin with a touchback. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Tua. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Tua now on 1st down. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. On second down, Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Going right back to Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not.
Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Yellow, 43.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down, here's Mostert again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Mostert, toss left side. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
They don't get in their partner, but I don't think that's a bad thing for them, right? Just bleed the clock now, right? Take your time running your plays. And, yeah, you want to get into the end zone, but it wouldn't hurt if you did another play or two, right?
Exactly. You're nursing this small lead. Just don't fumble the football.
Just make sure you have ball security.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now Watson. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT.
Here we go. Flat, 95.
Tua going to run the sneak. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is indeed good, and the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.